very good afternoon to you from flight level 360. We're up over the ARs here. Excuse me, on technically I guess it's AR 17, but I think it's Y289, They don't use the ARs anymore. For this, we're in 565 JB. I want to get, there we go, it's a little bit better for right there. How do I think? Oh, chase plane. It's been so long. Update. There we go. That'll give us a little bit better view on landing. Can do the terrain here. Bring that down a touch. Let me grab the chat. Where is my work phone? There we go. It was going off earlier. So 360 on the ARs. Got about let's take a look at the prog. Just a little under an hour coming up to Dooley. They probably would give us direct to Dooley right about now to join the arrival. So let's go ahead and do that. Check up on the charts here. Clement off Dooley. I feel like they give him direct to Bisks, maybe. It's not much off. Let's just go Dooley. We'll just go to Dooley here. Oops. So direct to erase. Let's go direct, Dooley, the beams, insert. Might give us a slight left. We got a 58 knot crosswind. Yeah, just a touch to the left. Company message, going to be the arrival gate. I imagine it'll be gate 14. Charlie 14. I have to fix that in the file here. Let's go ahead and grab the ATIS for West Palm. 337 miles to run. It's nice having everything work right for a change. Had some ice build up on the way out of LaGuardia. It was so damn cold. Arrival ATIS coming right up. Foxtrot. 3027, 23 degrees, beauteous. 3027's preset. Let's come over here. No dose trace. Let's go ahead and set 3027. And we'll be about 310 feet, give or take. 310, 320 feet. I am going to try to find a turn for this because it's been so long for me. But let's talk about ORBX. ORBX back in March of 2020, right as I was starting to get ready to build this computer. Oops, I forgot one. Forgot the JetBlue over here. What is that? Nanoleaf. Sorry. I don't even know if what the camera's pointed at anymore. To take a look, see. Are we on JetBlue? Yes, that is JetBlue indeed. Yeah. So ORBX back in March of 2020 announced they were going to do West Palm for P3D along with San Jose, and they had some pretty advanced renders, right? They had some pretty advanced renders of the you know, of what it looked like, and I was super excited because West Palm's my home airport, although I did fly in and out of Lauderdale this last time. You know, I was, you know, eagerly anticipating. There was at least 20 or 30 of us in the ORBX forums that were ready, willing, and able to buy West Palm, no problem, as soon as it came out for both P3D and MSFS. Right? I would have bought for both because I still love my FS Labs. It's just a complete, it really is the complete Airbus experience here. Physics might be a little off with P3D. The weather generation's a lot better with Active Sky. I mean, what do you want? You know, what do you want me to say? It's everything works right here and here. There's no workarounds or anything like that. Everything works. Okay. So, and then you've got, you know, your GSX integration. You've got your, you know, you've got your whole smash. You know, you get the whole smash basically, right? And so I asked and asked and asked and asked, and nothing, nada, zilch, zero. You know, we got nothing. And then all of a sudden, we asked, it was on the 2022 roadmap, right? It's come out for P3D and MSFS. Excuse me, I gotta take a phone call. Sorry about that, folks. Where was I? At any rate, yes. This should be tilted just a little bit. Right? Yeah. It was on the 21 roadmap, the 22 roadmap, right? ORBX PBI for P3D and MSFS, right? And then right around the new year, it's, oh yeah, it's in this dude John Dow, I think he's one of the admins at ORBX. He goes, oh yeah, it's in the pipeline for X-Plane. What? Dude, what happened to the one you were doing for MSFS and P3D? Like, get your shit together, ORBX. Like, what I'm hoping is that Vertical Sim will do it, right? But, you know, you're waiting for an airport for 3 years, and it's my favorite airport. It really is. Like, the security's easy. Not that Lauderdale wasn't, but it's just Lauderdale's busier and more packed. You know what I mean? You know, whatever. I don't care. Like, it is what it is. Hopefully, Vertical Sim will do it once he finishes Tampa. I think there's enough votes. I think we might need like 2 more votes. So if you like PBI. Go vote in the Vertical Sim Discord. I think there's 25 votes on it right now, or 23. Matter of fact, let's go take a look at the Vertical Sim Discord. And Vertical does great stuff in Florida, man. Awesome stuff. I would hate to have it for just MSFS, particularly where there's no IAEs. Like, oh, here comes another phone call. right then. So anyways, like I said, they vertical sim hopefully will do it. Let's take a look in the Discord real quick, see what he says. So if you do like PBI, vertical sim has to request an airport. Oh, real life photos. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. What do I got? Where is it? Let's see. Where's department order? So I actually departed 10 right out of Lauderdale the other day. We were on the F gates. We were on F3. And we departed 10 right. So let's take a look. Let's go ahead and pop up. I don't even know what Navigraph looks like on here anymore. Probably going to have to sign in. It's been a while. If it even works. Does it even work on here anymore? I don't think it works on here anymore. It's probably too advanced. So now I can't get charts. That's awesome. Fortunately, I have an iPad right here with EFB charts, everything. Let's go ahead. We'll start running land, thinking about landing performance. PBI, it's going to be 10 left. Do all the reversals for credit. We do not need anti-ice. 144.3, 10 left. Dry runway. I gotta double check that actually. No, we calculated for dry. I imagine it's burning off down there. V-Apple 141. 20 knots on the headwind. So we're actually gonna probably gonna wanna add a few knots here. 2479, 2682. So we're good there. Just kind of roll out down to the end. We're 1,200 below max landing weight. And we're going to arrive with currently 146.7, 33.1. We're going to EFOB at 9.6. Supposed to be 9.4. We did take two shortcuts where we didn't go into Vills and all that. It was direct coil, or direct white, direct coil. And then I think I did a direct Salisbury. I think I did Kemper actually. But basically straight down, basically I went straight down J209. Because it's kind of it's a straight shot to Kemper. Excuse me. Stepped up to 360. So brake low will work. Go ahead and on that. Let's pull the wind update and the trope update. Check this real quick. Alright, looking for wind. And then OFP, the trope is 366. So that jet stream, that bomb cyclone or whatever you want to call it. It's sitting right over Tampa, so the top of descent like will be to the north, right? If I do Sigwex, right? Yeah, see, top of descent, it's going to be just about right where that jet stream is at 3/4. Could be a few bumps as we start down, probably right in this neck of the woods, right around Orlando. And if we look, 300, 340. Yeah, you can see that trope coming down and then going right back up for top of descent. This is like when the jet stream's all sideways. So you can see that trope moving up. I don't even think it's 360. It's interpolated. So right then. Landing perf's good. Throw the A cars on auto update. 36.6 is in there. Wind data's uplinked. Insert the uplink. Next phase. Give it a second to get in there. 49, and we should be able to get the weather now. So let's go ahead and do the brief. You have control.
I have control.
All right, ready? Let's go into plan here. I like to use 40 miles. So we're gonna do top hat. All right, dually, crayons. I don't want the constraints on it. Bisques above 240. Actually, I think they dump you to 240 a little early, right? They'll start you down like crayons. They'll say descend flight level 240. So crayons to, I think it's like 310. Matter of fact, I can't remember. No, it wouldn't be 280. I don't know. They Miami descends you down. Actually, matter of fact, let's take a look at the real life flight and see what we develop here. Oops. I have control. Fast forward this so I'm live. Transport hub. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Aaron. You're absolutely right. The quality, the X-plane PBI, I heard it looked like shit. Yeah, yeah. I am Flight Force. I'm about and hello, Transport Hub. What do you got? Boat 30 minutes. 30 minutes till we get into the shit. Alright, crayons, bisques above 240. Let's take a look at that actual flight. Because I believe they do a pitch and catch from ZMA to, let's see, 226 estimated playback. Let's see. Coming down the pike. Is this the departure board? Oh, that's departures. Arrivals. Arrival board is going to say Providence E190. No, that's not good. A320. TCA, Boston 21. 24. I couldn't get two seats together going to West Palm to save my life, which is why I went to Lauderdale. They actually sent the White Plains flight inland. Dude, our dispatcher on the way to Lauderdale, coming out of Boston, Spirit Airlines flight takes off 10 minutes before us. Comes down the Atlantic route, no problem. There's maybe a few bumps. Our dispatcher sent us out Blazer departure over to Q75, down Q75, doing like 302 over the ground. Legit 302 over the ground. No bullshit. All right, so it looks like these guys are at 34, and then they went down to 24,000, just off of Orlando, which is coming up. Yeah, crayons. So like crayons at 24, right? So that's what we'll do. We'll do crayons at 24. Right. Rest of the flight plan. MC. No speeds there. It's giving me saying we won't make it at fairway. 5760. It's fairway's 4,000, isn't it? Why are we not going to make it? 4,000. That's fair. 4,000. Insert. Alright, so window. I don't know if that's the decel. I mean, it's giving me a warning that we're not going to make it. Freeway, fairway, whatever you want to call it. Interesting. So we'll probably make it, but come around. We'll probably do off of Dillman. We'll do you know, once we get to like Sands, we'll pull for heading and start doing vector. Right, rad navs. I want PBI both sides. On a 099. 099. 099. PBI. 099. If all else fails, we can steer the VOR back in. I just got a thing from my buddy Dave. He said, I knew that was going to get you because I made a movie. Have they addressed MSFS in any way for it? No, not at all. And it's been asked. Let's see. Right now, progress. I got 10 left in there. Top of descent in 70 miles. Performance. I actually need to grab the weather for Palm Beach real quick. That's isn't it nice having this? Get the new ATIS. Should have just came up in the new weather. Palm Beach, Mitar, okie dokie. Phoenix is okay, but it's just janky. Like, you know, having the people put I don't know. I put a premium on like shit working right. So yeah, my buddy says, I wonder why ORBX can't be troubled to comment on it. I'm gonna read the weather off the off this here, off the EFB. So it's Foxtrot still for arrival information. 070 at 20 gust and 25. So we're gonna do a little VAP add here. So perf, cruise, descent, 304 knots. That's good. 97. All right. So 3027. 27. Yeah, I wish Phoenix had this too. 3027. It's 23 Celsius. The wind is 070 at 20 gust and 25. Did that put on? Yeah, it did not actually put on. 1/3 the headwind. And the barrel for this approach, which we're going to do, we were going to do a visual, so. Procedures. Oh, I got to go back. Flight. I was going to do the RNAV Zulu, but that's one place that the Phoenix does better than the FS Labs is the RNAVs and the DME arcs and things like that, or not the DME arcs, the what's it called? All right, I think it's 216. Yeah, 216, same as Boston, same as 22 in Boston. 216 on the barrows. Clement 2 is up, and Charlie 14 for the gate. Janky ass PBI. I think we're gonna go to Charlie 11. That was my first ever gate in West Palm. Actually, we might go to 15. We're gonna go to 15 today. I don't know. I've got a jacked up GSX profile in there, anyways. Perf, fuel prediction, set, and then we're gonna go secondary. Copy the active, and I'm gonna stick the RNAV off of Sands in there if I can. I think that was a Zulu, right? Zulu off of Sands. Right, let's fill out the approach briefing. Alright, it's 18 on the transition. A320 tech status is good. No TAMs for the airport. I don't believe there was anything bad going on. Let's see. There is rain currently. It's information Bravo. Why do we have Foxtrot? Oh, that was when I started. Taxiway Lima, Fox, AP radio altimeter, HUD to touchdown, enhanced flight vision, distance to touchdown, radio altimeter, Cat AP performance, take over landing, runway 10 left, safety area, not standard, 100% wet, observed back then, SID, approach, RNAV 014, they are landing 14 today, as a matter of fact, too. 10 left on just 14. Can't be. Can't see 820. ILS 10 left, minute 28. Circling Cap B, NBA 600. Can't see and D, NBA 820. Paste DME fixed minimums. That's low 10 left. Nothing important. Weather's a little gusty. We can get in there, no problem. Orlando's the alternate if we got to bail out for whatever reason. 10 left, extra fuel. We got 9.7, so we got like, you know, we got 45 minutes to play with. Top of descent here, we're going to be going to 240 just before that. It's gonna be a Cat 1, 216, 2000. Oh, I must have, last time I was here, I must have flown Palm Beach. 3 degrees down. Missed approach is to, what is it, Morga. Climbing 1000, climbing left turn at 3000 on 323, outbound on the PBI radio, 343 to Morga. D178, Palm Beach, and hold. Orlando, talked about that. Degraded nav. We're in good shape. Runway data is set. We got auto brake low. Oops. Oh, hello there. Tail strike, it's a 20, not a 21. So we're going to go brake low, reverse max, taxi routing in, and the rad navs are set. Any questions?
No questions.
Thank you. I have control.
You have control.
Alright, flight level 240. Thrust idle, open descent. Flight level 240, blue.
Checked.
Yeah, their support forms are read-only. I know. Like, you have to email them. Yeah, you're right, Aaron. It's kind of stupid. Let me see. What do we got? 23 degrees. Where's that weather? Plus 32, 3 degrees.
3034 set, passing 3000.
3000. Fuck. Right. Where was I? So 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck. Your captain speaking. We're beginning our initial descent into the West Palm area. Expect to have you on the ground here in just about 25 minutes or so. The weather in West Palm, gusty winds out of the east-northeast, gusting up to about 30 miles an hour. Good visibility, some scattered clouds at 3,000 and overcast at 5,000 feet. The temperature is 73 degrees. Nice day, little blustery. Could have some bumps on the way down. I'm going to hold the seatbelt sign here for a few minutes until we begin our final descent into West Palm. We will be starting down along the coast here. Those on the right-hand side get a good view of Port St. Lucie, Orlando, through the clouds, Jupiter. And we'll be swinging around to land back to the east. Those on the left side will get a gorgeous view of the intercoastal looking south. And those of you on the right-hand side will get a good view of the intercoastal looking north. Hope you've enjoyed the JetBlue experience. Thanks again for flying with us here on JetBlue, and we hope we can serve your needs in the future. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck. Your captain. Phoenix needs this. Our initial descent into the West Palm area. While I do that, I'm going to head to head about 25 minutes or so. The weather in West Palm, gusty winds out of the east-northeast, gusting up to about 30 miles an hour. Good visibility, some scattered clouds at 3,000 and overcast at 5,000 feet. The temperature is 73 have some bumps on the way down. I'll hold the seatbelt sign here for a few minutes until we begin our final descent into West Palm. We will be starting down along the coast here. Those of you on the right-hand side get a good view of Port St. Lucie, clouds, Jupiter, and we'll be swinging around to land back to the east. Those on the left side, gorgeous view of the Intracoastal looking south, and those of you on the right-hand side, good view of the Intracoastal looking north. Hope you've enjoyed the JetBlue experience. Thanks again for flying with us here on JetBlue, and we hope to meet your needs in the future. Alright, what do we got? Speed out. Oh, Prague page. We're 4720 feet low. See, the Palm Beach, the Fort Lauderdale arrivals had a lot more. The Lauderdale arrivals had a lot more speed restrictions, like the CUDA. We came in on the Tiki arrival. Like, I have to pull that up. Once we get to the gate, I'm gonna pull that up. I gotta pay attention right now, but once we get to the gate, I gotta pull that up because it was horrible, dude. It was 4 hours and 10 minutes from Boston to Fort Lauderdale. Meanwhile, Spirit did it in like 250 or 246. You know what? I'm going back to look. So I think it was NKS 619 or 719. 619. NKS 619. No flights from Boston, Fort Lauderdale. 569 is airborne. Ooh, they're late. 2 hours and 40 minutes late this morning. And a flight time of 3:01. Oof. 6:11, right? 6:09 or 6:11? February 1st, January 25th. Yeah, 6:11. 6:09. So Spirit 6:09 on, what was it, the 26th? Departed at 5:56 a.m. Scheduled arrival was 9:25 a.m. Landed 9:12. 3 hours and 16 minutes coming down the ARs. It was a 20 Neo, right? And if I go back to JetBlue 569, which is airborne now, hours and hours late, they landed 11:41. So if I go back to the 26th, right, we were on 949 JT, which is en roads, pretty cool. All right, here we go. 4,000 feet. Thrust idle descent. Flight level 90 magenta, or 9,000 magenta. I'm gonna need some boards here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt. At this time, the washroom facilities will not be available.
2.5 miles to catch the path. 1,200 high. I still don't get why. It's got to be that slowing up to 250 at Clement that screws up the descent. Checked. There we go. She's going to come running home to mama here in about 600 feet. Easy, girl. Easy, easy, easy with it. Easy with it. pull her out of this descent here. Now go managed. And she'll start pitching up. There we go. Slow it down, slow it down. Dude, we came into Boston coming home the other night. Oof. Oof. Woof.
Captain,
Alright, so
prepare for arrival.
3 hours and 53 minutes of actual flight time is 4:10 of butt and seat time. But they sent us down way out. Like we were next to Charlotte. I was looking at Charlotte, like Columbia, South Carolina, and Tampa, and then we came down the Tiki arrival. So Tampa, Fort Myers, Sarasota, and then we still had to add insult to injury. We had to land west. So basically, if I do it this way, right? Spirit came into Fort Lauderdale this way, the way we're coming into West Palm, right? They sent us all the way down this way, and then we still had to flip around to land. It was very, very annoying. Transition, altimeter 3027 set. QNH 3027 set.
3031 set, passing 17,000. Now.
Checked. Approach checklist. Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Seatbelts.
On.
Barrel ref.
3027 set.
3031 set, minimum.
216 feet set.
216 feet set. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Run 70 feet high. Clement Mazel. It's still giving me an error at fairway or freeway. Speed.
Checked.
So she ducked low here for whatever reason. Ooh, I'm starting to get a little play in the rudders. I did not order the honeycomb Charlies. Did anybody order the honeycomb Charlies for delivery in June or August or whatever it is? Anyways, I hope ORBX really finds it. So decelling to 250 now. Let's get some boards out. Spoid brake, as V1 would say. Hashtag hub view. Alright, so that's half speed brake right there. That's all she wrote on a 320. Excuse me, guys. I've had a little cold going on since I came back to the cold weather. I'm gonna have to go in an open descent here and keep the boards out. Yep. Alright, let's go catch the path. Technically, I think I'm supposed to put the anti-ice on right here. Total air temperature 9 to hit. See, it's going to be like 10 Celsius right before we get to the. I need a good rate here. I can't vertical speed it, otherwise she'll speed up more. See, this is like the Phoenix doesn't do this, man. Like, it's just not as good. Oh, I see what's happening here. It's going to decelerate us before Mazel. That's another thing the Phoenix doesn't do right? The decel waypoint on the Phoenix, it'd be like the decel waypoint, if you were doing the RNAV, right? So, say you're doing the RNAV, right? And you were coming in here, right? And it's, you know, think of this as a connected line. The Phoenix would like decel you here, like to go to approach mode. Drives me bonkers. Looks like, still says we're gonna hit freeway at 5,600 feet. Okay, total air temperature's up now. Might go through a little rain. Okay, we're back on the path. Yeah, it's gotta be it. So we can pull for you know what? We'll pull 250, and we'll go from there. Come off the turn now. See what the weather looks like up front here. God, I love P3D. I really do. Like the light, I mean, I don't know. MSFS does have the looks, but P3D has its moments. Really does have its moments. I haven't messed around with my settings in forever, but it's pretty stable, as you can see, you know. What's the frame counter reading? 50-ish. Okay, landing lights should be on. We just came through 10K. Yep, good. Landing and wing. Landing and wing. See that, FS2 crew? The wing light comes on. Gotta record that, screen grab that. Can somebody screen grab that and just write FS2 crew, you did this before? Please do it again. Speed descent. 4,000 blue.
Checked.
Eight thousand, 4,000. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know what? Nope. Thrust sight will open descent.
Checked.
It's going into approach mode way early for some reason. Is that Juno Beach? Yeah, Juno and Jupiter Beach. Coming through the stuff here. I mean, that looks legit between, you know what I mean? Like, it looks like that between the clouds. Should do a little Rex change. You got rain? Yep, a little bit of rain. MSFS, the water is definitely better, that's for sure. There we go, there's the coast. Westbound traffic, JetBlue 761 level in 4,000 at fairway. Proceeding inbound for the ILS or visual 10 left. Palm Beach traffic. So where did we go to dinner? That's Jupiter. We went north of Jupiter. We went up to like, I feel like we went up here somewhere. Yeah, in this Indian River area. We went in here for dinner, or lunch, late lunch, dinner, because there's old folks down there. And it was pretty good. What the hell did we get? I had a mahi sandwich. So I've eaten up here now. That's just south of Port St. Lucie. What town is that? Stewart. Stewart's up here. Finally made it. Speed out star. Speed out start.
Checked.
Out. I hope FS Labs gets their proverbial stuff together and hooks us up with what we need for MSFS, because the GSX, and I mean, like, just the fact that, like, everything happens. MSFS weather needs some work too, I think. Like, to me, that looks a little more real, like, currently. I don't know. Like, the night lighting in MSFS blows this out of the water. Except I do have the Crazy Guy's light package there. Remember him? But to me, like, right here, like, that looks a little more real currently, even with the guys screwing down A1A there, or Route 1. A1A, Route 1, 95. And Sands at 210, 5 miles. We're gonna watch the pitch up. I never sit on this side coming in. Let's watch her do the pitch. MSFS needs a little bit of that too. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Palm Beach traffic, JetBlue 761, we're over Sands, turning downwind for 10 left. I believe the approach phase should be activated because we did overfly a decel. Yep, it is indeed. Yeah, that's shaking. Another thing, yet another thing that the Phoenix doesn't have. All right. Speed, vertical speed, minus 1,000.
Checked.
Clean up the box. Straight inline. Insert. It's on. Whoa. Okay. I was gonna say there's no intercept there.
We've now begun our initial descent. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened for the remainder of the flight and begin ramping up to use some laptops and devices of similar size. As in just a few minutes, we'll be asking you to store them for landing.
I'm gonna say, like,
If you have completed a JetBlue card application, we'll be
put
coming
6
to the cabin
knots
to
on.
collect it for secure processing.
The LS is 135. Let's say
As
142.
part of our commitment to safety from the ground up, we clean and disinfect our
Cabin's
planes
ready.
to meet each flight. Please do your part by checking around your seat and in the seat back pocket for items you wish to discard and hand them to us as we pass through the cabin.
Palm Beach traffic, JetBlue 761, left base for 10 left. Sometimes they send you a little further out. Where's that? No, school's right there. There's a school and the track and the fields. Yep. Good to go. I got pictures like of actually
Checked.
landing here. We're looking for 130. And there's flaps 2. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2. Passing final approach fix. 2000 feet.
Let's go side stick cam. Did it come up? Change the key. It did come up. Lokestar.
Checked. Checked.
Loke.
Checked.
My aircraft. Palm Beach traffic, JBU761 over Zizer for 10 left. Flight director's off, bird on. Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Low. Blue. Low. Blue. Low.
Sync rate.
Low. Blue. Set and checked.
ECAM memo.
Landing, no blue.
Landing checklist complete. 1000.
Stabilized. Visual. Cleared to land.
Checked.
Takeoff light, please.
Glide.
Visual. Visual. Feel like last time I was here, these pappies were off a little bit. Yeah.
500.
Stable target, sink in, 8, correcting.
400. 300. 100 above.
100 above.
200. Minimum.
Continue.
Checked.
See, it's drifting high. Those pappies are
100.
chunk.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10.
Spoilers. Reverse grain. Decel. $70 knots.
Manual braking. Ah, we made hotel. Although the FS Labs is known for its brakes. Let's go ahead and start a 3-minute timer. Set up the gate. What'd I say, 15? Alex is waiting for us over here. Taxi light off, please. After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
APU.
Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
Now these gates are absolutely jacked, so don't mind the parking. And I don't know why there's air stairs there. That pisses me off to no end. I did just a garbage GSX profile. Why does he have the terrain radar on still? First time I came to West Palm, I was into this gate, and I absolutely fell in love with the airport. Look at that, bang on 3 minutes. Now, here's where I like this, right? Go ahead with that.
Cabin crew doors to manual and cross-check.
beacon. I much prefer when things...
The boarding requested.
I much prefer when shit happens around me, right? Let's take a look at the landing now. V blue first. 280, huh? Be all right with the wind. Let's see what the G was. I mean, come on, 250. That's can't complain at that. Let's see. Hold on, we get some screenshots. There we go. Ground power's in. .5. Yeah, that's a thumper. Nice turn there. Where's that school? It's like right at the edge of the road here.
Passengers, the boarding started.
Where did I fly over it? There, yeah, the school's right there, yeah. Were we on the mark? Yeah, right on the, well, 1,400 feet now. 277 at 122, so add 22 knots. Or 20 knots, so yeah, 142. So bang on the V-out. Didn't peel off much. Happy, not happy. Approach report. Actually, I'll show you from last night. I didn't film it, but pitch 5, a little bit of bank, very low risk. So autopilot came away. I don't know what's going on. It doesn't recognize my autopilot, but look at that. Bang on the aiming point. Oh God, it doesn't get any better than that, really, as far as smoothness. See, those pappies are mess me up something fierce, man. But you want, like, ideally, you want this to happen, right? Like, the aiming point, the thrust, and the vertical speed to be, like, in this. Ideally, you would want this X to be right about here. You know, 0. Like, that's the smoothest landing you do. Sometimes you can't do that, but ideally. And there's the flare command. Not too hard. I'm happy with that. Let me show you what I was even happier with last night.
Thank you
right?
very much. Goodbye.
Did the RNAV X-ray to 31. Now you can ignore this here, right? Because it's an RNAV and this thing only recognizes straight down the pike, right? So came in from 2,500 feet, right? It was bumpy as shit. Now this was in the 737 in MSFS. Look at the fight I had with the bang, you know, boom, 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 boom. Of course, I was flying with the yoke for that. But look where I landed. Bang on the, bang on it. 25 knot, right? It's getting all kinds of crosswinds, chopping power, adding power, chopping power. But I was real happy with that. As you can see, that's the RNAV X-ray track there. Real happy with that. And what was the speed? It was like 250, 220, 220. Yep. And airspeed, bang on. The ref was 132. All right, so that's good. That's good. Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Nav logo on.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and chocks.
Thank you very much.
On and
Goodbye.
in.
Parking checklist complete.
Let's go to ground. Get rid of the APU. 9,000 with 500 for taxi. Beautiful. Beauteous. All right, guys. I'm going to swing over to the tower view here, which shouldn't be here, but as you can see, we need a better Palm Beach. Like, the parking garage doesn't even look right. Like, nothing looks right here. Okay, where is... Does it even have the... Doesn't even have the parking garage, for Christ's sake. Well, this is... Kind of does. It should be higher. I don't know. We please, somebody do this for P3D and MSFS, or at least MSFS. The parking lot does look good. So I'm going to reset it here, guys, and see about the next leg. I did shut the APU off, right? I did. thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the flip side.
You too.
Return legs coming right up. NKS 675.
Bye.
Interesting. Play nice. All right, guys. We'll see you shortly.